guys, it's Jade here with the social media show here at Produce Your Passion at the Indie Film Factory in Las Vegas. I have one of the greatest directors that I've ever worked with personally, Ogeno! How are you?
Man, everything is good. How you been?
I've been well. You look great. It's been a while.
It's been a while. I worked on 4 Feet some years back. Of course, you were one of the lead actresses. Thank you for your time that you spent there.
Of course.
Thank you for giving your time to the production.
Didn't I die?
No.
I didn't die. I'm still alive. Technically, I'm still alive, right?
Technically.
For some reason, my niece died. My niece died. Anyways, guys, check out 4 Feet. Ogeno is not only one great scriptwriter, but he is also a producer of his own passion. Ogeno, how do you produce your passion? How do you find the energy to muster up to get to idea to conception?
Well, I think it's just the process of continuity and always sticking to that goal that you want to do. Because I think a lot of times people have these great ideas and these colossal things that they want to do. You never really get to follow up and follow through because something happened. You just have different things going on in life. You know what I mean? So people have all kinds of things going on. But I think once you stick to it and you have a good team, it's also very important having a core team to try to take you to the end goal. Because if you don't have, you can't do this by yourself for sure. This is a team sport. So once you have everybody rolling and rocking, I think you can make it to the end. Once you stick with that mindset that you have to get to the end.
I absolutely agree with that. I think that is absolutely and positively one of the most important things is building up a team. And I think sometimes the hardest, other than funding.
Funding is very
Funding
important.
is always, for some reason, it's one of the hardest things. Obviously, you want people to give you money into that. Did you ever face any roadblocks with that?
I think I did initially, just thinking like, you have to wait for somebody to give you this big bag of money every day. But I think once you put it out, you just shoot from the hip initially.
Yeah.
And season 2, we took like a great leap, but season 1, we just kind of shoot from the hip, and then we got 1 million views.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, okay, it's on fire. So, after that, it's about the viewership really, and not necessarily about the production quality when you first start. You do it the best you can, but I think once you have a good product, somebody's going to be able to see that.
Absolutely. And this was released. Once it was released, I think how many downloads did it initially receive?
It definitely had views. I think it was like, they go by the minute. So the first season was on Facebook, second season was on TV, Amazon Prime, Zumo, a couple other platforms. But it was like a few 100,000 views. Like,
it's great.
100,000 minutes. Minutes.
Minutes. Mine's 100,000 minutes.
Yeah. So at this point, I don't even know because they just give out quarterlies. They don't give a totality of all the time that it's been on. So every like 4 months, they'll give out like a quarterly and say, this is what you did this week.
That's amazing. What have you been doing recently? What's your latest project?
I'm working around, man. I'm doing all kinds of different things. Somebody just asked me to come out there to Chicago to do some work with them. Some of the stories that they had kind of conceptually like what we were doing here. We kind of saw 4 Feet and we're like, yo, we want to do something similar. We have so many stories that we can kind of add to this in Chicago. So just kind of having that conversation. Did another film with a fellow filmmaker here. They flew in, and that was like a year ago, 2 years ago, something like that. Just, being consistent, just getting things done, staying with it, honestly.
Sticking to it.
Consistency is key.
And that seems like the biggest consensus with a lot of people is just making sure that you are sticking with what you were doing.
For sure.
Absolutely. With all your projects that you've ever faced, have you ever faced any like serious roadblocks where you're like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna get over this?
I think the only roadblock that you face is really yourself, because at the end of the day, even the financial part of it is like I was saying, I was waiting for somebody, here's the money. Once you get going, man, people start looking at it and you get traction once it's a good product. You can't put out anything people look. But I think that's probably one of the biggest roadblocks, is not being certain, being new, not being certain the direction that this could go. And then, boom, at the end of it, once I kept consistently digging at it, we ended up on Amazon Prime too, so, with the distribution deals. So.
Hey, you heard it here first from Ogeno. Just stay consistent and stick with your craft, and you'll make it, guys. Ogeno, please tell the people where they can find you.
4 Feet movie. You already know what it is. Check us out on Tubi. Check us out on Amazon Prime, Zumo, a few other platforms. Just put us in 4 Feet. FORAFEE.
Absolutely. You heard. Guys, this is Ogeno. I'm Asia Jade. We're here to produce your passion. We got more interviews coming through.
Thank you, Asia.
You're welcome.